A Thanksgiving Day Massacre by Colton. When a group of friends head to their parents' house for Thanksgiving dinner, their van ends up with a flat tire. So, they decide to walk to the closest house to ask for help. What they get is more than what they expected. Lisbon, Iowa. Farm land appears with a house in the distance. Screaming echoes in the distance, then dies down. A figure appears carrying woman number 1. The front door of the house opens, then shuts. The kitchen appears. Woman number 1 appears tied to a chair, groans, then opens her eyes. Dexter Carver appears. Standing at the counter, raises a knife, then cuts a few carrots. Woman number 1 is muffling. The knife cuts Dexter's finger. "God damn it," said Dexter. Footsteps are approaching. "Are you all right, Daddy?" asked Kelly Carver, appearing. "I'm fine, darling. Just cut my finger." "Where's your brother?" asked Dexter. "In the basement," said Kelly. "Go get him. We need to start carving the main course," said Dexter. Kelly walks towards the cellar door, knocks onto it door, then opens it. "Hey Harris, come up here. Daddy needs help with Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow," said Kelly, walking away from the cellar door. Footsteps are walking up the cellar stairs. The cellar door opens all the way. Harris Carver appears wearing half of a pig mask. "Get her ready," said Dexter. "Yes, Daddy," said Harris. Approaching woman number 1. Woman number 1 continues muffling and struggling. Harris grabs woman number 1. Woman number 1 is shaking the chair, then falls backwards. "Oh, look what you did, Harris," said Kelly. "Hey dumbness. Careful with her. You don't want to damage it. Damaged meat is tainted meat," said Dexter. "Sorry," said Harris, grabbing the chair number 1, then lifts up with woman number 1 in it. "He's such a retard," said Kelly. "What did you just say? That's your brother. You take care of him. You protect him. It's not his fault his mama dropped him in his head," said Dexter. Woman number 1 appears laying on a table in the cellar, looks around, then sees Thanksgiving decorations hanging from the ceiling. Harris approaches the table, then raises the knife. Woman number 1 is muffling. The knife cuts woman number 1's shirt. Woman number 1's breasts appear. Harris stops, looks at woman number 1, then lowers the knife. Woman number 1 looks up at Harris. Harris lowers his left hand to his pants, then starts rubbing himself. Woman number 1 closes her eyes. "And quat, Harris, and quat, and quat. How's that dinner coming for tomorrow, and quat, and quat? I swear, if you're doing the same thing like last time, and quat, I'll kick your ace, and quat," yelled Dexter, slamming the cellar door. Harris looks at woman number 1. Woman number 1 shakes her head. Harris puts his hand onto woman number 1's stomach, then slides it towards her breasts. Woman number 1 continues muffling. Harris starts breathing heavily, starts squealing like a pig, then slowly takes off half of the pig mask. Woman number 1 closes her eyes, then turns her head. "I am ugly," said Harris, lowering his head. Woman number 1 looks up at Harris, then starts crying. Harris sees a tear coming down woman number 1's face. Harris lowers his hand from woman number 1's breast, screams, then raises the knife. Woman number 1 tries screaming. The knife goes through woman number 1's chest. Woman number 1 goes limp. November 25th, Thanksgiving Day. A van appears driving down the road. Roosevelt Fields appears in the driver's seat. Garrett Nash appears in the passenger seat smoking. "Hey, want a hit?" asked Garrett. "Jesus, Garrett, put that out before we get pulled over and arrested," said Roosevelt. Oh, come on, you know how long this trip was gonna be? Asked Garrett. Yeah, a 4-hour drive from college to our house. Now, put that out, said Roosevelt. You're such a downer, man, said Garrett. Here, I'll get rid of it, said Marshall Moreno, appearing in the back of the van, grabbing the pot then smoking it. What the hell are you doing? Asked Roosevelt. Helping, said Marshall. Roosevelt sighs. You need to chill, Roosevelt said. Mercedes Wolf appearing in the back of the van too, then grabbing the pot. Oh, not you too, Mercedes, said Roosevelt. You need to go with the flow, said Mercedes. Yeah, and my flow is trying to be stoned and getting to our Thanksgiving dinner on time, said Roosevelt. Domingo Powers and Lonnie Nelson appear way back of the van moaning. Domingo peeks over the seats. Hey, can you quiet down? Me and Lonnie are hooking up back here, said Domingo. Really, sex in the van. That's it. The van stops. From now on, if you come on these road trips with me, no more pot or having sex in the back of my van, said Roosevelt. How about the front? Asked Lonnie. Roosevelt hits his head on the steering wheel. Okay, Roosevelt, no more pot or sex. Until we get to your parents' house, said Garrett. Oh God, that's even worse, said Roosevelt, putting the gear shift into drive. The van continues. Driving down the road. Carver Smith appears sitting on his suitcase on the side of the road. The van is approaching in the distance. Carver stands up, then holds up his hand. Hey Roosevelt, stop. We'll give this guy a ride, said Marshall. Yeah, great idea. We'll be the only vehicle with pot, sex and a hitchhiker on the side of the road, raids Roosevelt. The van drives past. Carver sighs, then sits back onto his suitcase. Roosevelt, stop the van. Pick up the poor guy. Come on, said Mercedes. The van stops, drives backwards, then stops in front of Carver. Carver stands up. Hey, buddy. Where are you heading? Asked Garrett. Lisbon, for a Thanksgiving dinner, said Carver. Well, Lisbon isn't that far a drive. Hop in, we'll give you a ride there, said Roosevelt. Really? Oh, thanks man. Carver grabs his suitcase, opens the side door, then gets inside of it. The van drives away. I'm Carver, by the way. Carver Smith, said Carver. I'm Mercedes. It's a pleasure, said Mercedes. Carver smiles. I'm Marshall. That's Garrett in the passenger seat. Roosevelt in the driver's seat. And our two rabbits. Domingo and Lonnie in the back, said Marshall. Domingo peeks over. Seats again. Hey Carver. Want to make this a threesome? Asked Domingo. Thanks, but I'm good. Domingo, said Carver. You're lost man, said Domingo. So Carver, what's a guy like you walking on Thanksgiving? Asked Mercedes. Oh well, my car actually ran out of gas on a dirt road. So, I had no money to get more gas. I thought, hey, I'm almost to my pop's house. Might as well walk home, said Carver. Oh, that sucks. Why didn't you call your dad? Asked Mercedes. Oh, I come from a family that doesn't believe in cell phones or regular phones. We wrote letters to our family, said Carver. Old school, said Marshall. What time is your dad expecting you? Asked Roosevelt. Actually, he isn't. This is kind of a Thanksgiving surprise for him, said Carver. Oh, how sweet, said Mercedes. When's the last time you saw your dad? Asked Garrett. 6 years. We had a big fight about me leaving. Plus, around that time, my mama passed away. My pops wanted me to stay, but I left instead, said Carver. I'm sorry to hear that, said Mercedes. That's a sad story, man, said Domingo. So, where do you live, Carver? Asked Roosevelt. Keep driving until you see a mailbox that says Carver. Then, drive left, said Carver. Oh, are you related to the Carvers? Asked Mercedes. No, no one around here wants to be a Carver. Trust me. They're bad news, said Carver. Really? Why? Asked Marshall. The Carvers are a psychotic murderous family. This is their time of year too, said Carver. What do you mean, and what? Their time of year, and what? Asked Garrett. The Carvers were related to a person that was on the Mayflower. Well, once their ancestors got here, they snuck away from people, moved out to the boonies and would kill people, carving their skin off their bones, eating their organs. Then it became a tradition. Every Thanksgiving, they hunt down people, just to have a Thanksgiving meal, said Carver. That's sick, said Marshall. I think I'm gonna be sick, said Mercedes. Well, we'll definitely stay away from them. Oh, there's the Carver's mailbox. You said, and what? A left turn, and what? Asked Roosevelt. Yes, the van turns left. All right, this next part is tricky, because if you miss the turn, you can't turn around. All right, it's coming up. Right there, said Carver. The van turns down a dirt path. Slow down, Roosevelt, said Garrett. I'm on the brake. It's the road, said Roosevelt. The van goes down a hill, hits a rock, then slows down. Whoa, that was a ride, said Carver. You could have told me about the road, said Roosevelt. I did, you found it, said Carver. The van doors are opening. All five are getting out of the van, then looking at the tire. Damn it, said Roosevelt. Shit, man. I didn't know that would happen, said Carver. Don't you have a spare? Asked Mercedes. I should, in the back, said Roosevelt. Both Domingo and Lonnie appear, walking around from the back of the van. What's going on? Asked Lonnie. We have a flat tire. I need to get the spare, said Roosevelt. Oh, we don't have the spare tire, man, said Domingo. What? Asked Roosevelt. Yeah, the spare tire was in the way of us having sex. So, when we were at the gas station, I pulled it out. How ironic. We lost 2 tires in one day, said Domingo. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him, said Roosevelt. Hey, why don't you all come stay with me and my family for a little bit? Said Carver. Maybe we could call for help, said Garrett. All 4 are pulling out their cell phones, then looking around. I got no service, said Mercedes. Me neither, said Roosevelt. I guess we'll have to come with you, said Mercedes. All right, grab whatever you can and follow me, said Carver. All 7 are walking. How much further is it? Asked Marshall. We're almost there, said Carver. I hope you know where you're going, said Roosevelt. I do. Don't worry. All 7 stop, then see a house. There it is, said Carver. You know, I think this place was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, said Garrett. Garrett, lead the way. Carver, said Mercedes. All 7 are walking towards the house. Home sweet home, said Carver. A shotgun fires. All 7 duck. Shit, said Roosevelt. Kelly appears on the porch holding a shotgun. You all have 5 seconds to tell me why you're on my daddy's property, said Kelly. Because I came home for Thanksgiving dinner, Kelly, said Carver. Kelly looks at Carver. Brett, said Kelly. How's my little sister doing? asked Carver. Kelly runs towards Carver, then hugs him. What in the Sam hell's going on out here? Asked Dexter. Daddy, look who came home, said Kelly. Hi Pops, said Carver. Brett. Oh my God, look at you, said Dexter. Both Carver and Dexter hug each other. Oh, I want to introduce you to a few people. This is Roosevelt, Garrett, Marshall, Mercedes, Domingo and Lonnie, said Carver. Nice to meet you all. Please come inside, said Dexter. Actually, we need help with our tire. It's a flat, and we really need to be on the road, said Roosevelt. Oh, why didn't you say that in the first place? Kelly, go. Help them with the tire. Me and Brett have some catching up to do, said Dexter. This way, boys and girls, said Kelly. All 7 are walking. Goddamn, she can turn a whole lot of gay guys, said Marshall. Damn straight, said Garrett. So, here's our spare tires. Which kind do you need? Asked Kelly. One for a Dodge van, said Roosevelt. I think we have one here, said Kelly, bending over. Both Garrett and Marshall are biting their fingers. Here we are. Can someone help me? Asked Kelly. I will, said Garrett, walking over, then grabs the tire. Both Garrett and Kelly are pulling the tire out from underneath the pile. Thanks. Here's your tire, said Kelly. Why thanks? How much do I owe you for it? Asked Roosevelt. Hey, around here, it's called hospitality. You gave my brother a ride. Fair enough, you get a tire, said Kelly. Well, let's get back to the van, put this tire on, and get back to our Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you so much, said Roosevelt. All 6 are walking away. Kelly is smiling. Both Carver and Dexter are looking out the kitchen window. They're leaving, said Carver. Just wait. Harris won't let them leave, said Dexter. Footsteps are walking. Roosevelt looks, then runs up ahead. No way. Where the hell's our van? Asked Roosevelt. It's probably up further, said Marshall. No, this is the spot. Look, this is the turn, then the dip. Plus, our footprints are here in the mud, said Roosevelt. Then where the hell's our van? Asked Garrett. This can't be happening. Do you think a few people came, saw it, then took it? Damn it, said Roosevelt. Domingo is looking around. Hey guys, the van's missing, said Domingo. I'm killing him now, said Roosevelt. We know the van's missing, said Marshall. Maybe we should go back, said Mercedes. Maybe we should wait for a car, said Roosevelt. I ain't waiting out here. Remember what Carver said, and quote. The Carver's down the street, and quote, said Mercedes. She's right. Maybe we go back and try to figure out another situation, said Marshall. All 5 started walking back. Roosevelt screams, then follows behind all 5 of them, knocking on the front door. The front door opens. Oh, you're back. Is everything all right? Did the tire fit? Asked Carver. No, the tire didn't fit because my van's gone, said Roosevelt. Your van's gone. Oh my. Maybe we should tell the sheriff, said Carver. There's a sheriff? Asked Lonnie. Hide my stash, whispered Domingo. No, you can't get in contact with the sheriff, said Dexter. Why not? Asked Garrett. Because the sheriff was eaten last Thanksgiving, said Dexter. Oh God, what is wrong with those inbred people? Seriously, said Mercedes. What now, Roosevelt? Asked Marshall. I don't know, said Roosevelt. Well, you can join us for Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, if Pops doesn't mind, said Carver. No, I don't mind. You helped out my son by bringing him home. How can I refuse? Asked Dexter. All right, said Roosevelt. Dexter turns on the kitchen sink, then washes his hands off. So, sir, do you need any help with the dinner? Asked Garrett. Oh no, my youngest son is the cook in the family. But thanks for the offer though, said Dexter. Blood goes down the drain. Is that blood? Asked Garrett. Yeah, said Dexter. What's it from? Asked Garrett. From the thing I killed, said Dexter. Garrett looks at the group. Which was? Asked Garrett. The turkey. I need to take it downstairs. My youngest loves cooking in the cellar, said Dexter. Ain't that a bit dangerous? Asked Mercedes. Well, he's been cooking down there most of his adult life. And so far, nothing exploded. Excuse me for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, said Dexter, walking into the living room, carries the turkey, then walks towards the cellar door. The cellar door opens, then shuts. That was kind of creepy, said Garrett. What was creepy about it? People used to hunt and kill turkeys all the time, said Marshall. Marshall's right, nothing weird going on here, said Roosevelt. Marshall looks out the kitchen, then sees Kelly walking outside. I'm gonna go for some fresh air. I'll be back, said Marshall. Standing up, then walks outside. Kelly puts wood onto the fire. Marshall approaches Kelly. Kelly looks up, then sees Marshall. Why, hello. What you doing out here? Asked Kelly. Wanted to see if you needed any help, said Marshall. Oh no, I got this. That's what's best about living on a farm. Jobs everywhere, said Kelly. So Kelly, I was wondering, do you have a boyfriend? Asked Marshall. Me? Heavens no. Boys always go for the other girls around here, said Kelly. You've never had a boyfriend? Asked Marshall. Nope, said Kelly. How about being with someone? Asked Marshall. Nope, said Kelly. So, you're a virgin still, said Marshall. Oh no, I've had sex before. A lot of times, said Kelly. Oh. Marshall looks around, then turns back to Kelly. Hey, I was thinking, me and you should find a private spot, said Marshall. What for? Asked Kelly. To be alone with one another, said Marshall. Oh, you want to have sex with me? All right, follow me, said Kelly, grabbing Marshall's hand. Both Dexter and Harris are cutting up the meat. We're gonna be set until next Thanksgiving, especially with all the meat upstairs now, said Dexter. That's great, Pops, said Harris. Hey, what's wrong with you, boy? Asked Dexter. I want a woman, said Harris. Hey, what did I tell you? No woman wants a man like you. You're an ugly little shit. If you weren't mine, I'd kill and eat your meat. But the Carvers always had a rule. Never eat their own kin. Now get to work, said Dexter, biting a cooked finger, then walks away. Roosevelt walks outside, then sits onto the porch staircase. The front door opens. Hey, Roosevelt, said Domingo. Hey, where are you two going? Asked Roosevelt. Hey, we got this whole area. We're gonna have sex again, said Domingo. Both Domingo and Lonnie are walking away. Stoners, said Domingo. A hand touches Roosevelt's shoulder. Roosevelt gets startled. Whoa, it's just me. May I sit? Asked Carver. Sure, it's your house, said Roosevelt. Carver sits onto the porch staircase next to Roosevelt. Look at that view. One thing I actually missed for 6 years, said Carver. Yeah, it's great, said Roosevelt. You seem glum, said Carver. What would you do if you were supposed to be at a Thanksgiving dinner? And your car got stolen? Asked Roosevelt. Hey, I walked, remember? Plus anyway, I think they'll understand. Things like this always happen. Don't worry, you'll be able to see them after it's over, said Carver. After what's over? Asked Roosevelt. Thanksgiving. We'll get you to where you're going, said Carver, patting Roosevelt's back. Kelly is giggling. Marshall is kissing Kelly's neck. Oh my God, you're beautiful, said Marshall. You think so, said Kelly. Oh, definitely, said Marshall, kissing Kelly's lips. You're a good kisser, said Kelly. I've had practice, said Marshall. You know where I like being kissed. Down there, said Kelly. Oh, baby, said Marshall, going down Kelly's body, unbuttons her pants, then pulls down her underwear. Kelly starts moaning. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Oh my, said Kelly. You like that? Asked Marshall. Oh yeah, you're just as good as my daddy, said Kelly. Yeah? Marshall stops, then looks up at Kelly. Wait, did you just say your daddy? Asked Marshall. Yeah, my daddy took my virginity when I was only 14 years old. And it was the best I've ever had. Until you, said Kelly. Whoa, what the hell? Are you some kind of inbreds? Asked Marshall. Hey, we're all God's children. Aren't we all inbreds? Asked Kelly. True, but that's just disgusting. Kelly pulls up her pants, starts crying, then runs away. Marshall sighs. Kelly, wait. Kelly. The barn doors open. Kelly, I didn't mean to make you mad. Are you in here? Please come out. I'm sorry for what I said. Please, Kelly. A snapping sound in the distance. Kelly, is that you? Kelly appears in the distance, leaning against the barn wall. Kelly, I'm sorry for what I said. I really am. It's just a little weird, said Marshall. Kelly turns around, then looks at Marshall. I'm sorry, too, said Kelly. It's all right. You thought that was right, said Marshall. Not about that. For this. Kelly jams a knife into Marshall's chest. Marshall gasps, falls to his knees, then onto the floor of the barn. Yummy. More meat for Thanksgiving, said Kelly. A moaning sound in the distance. Kelly looks through the cracks in the barn wall, then sees both Domingo and Lonnie. Footsteps are walking. Both Carver and Roosevelt look, then see Kelly approaching. Hey Kelly, are you all right? Asked Carver. No, your friend is a pig. He just tried to help me in the barn. I swear if he comes near me again, I'll kill him, said Kelly, walking into the house. I need to deal with this, said Carver. Yeah, go. I think I'll go find Marshall. Talk some sense into him. Hey Carver, tell Kelly sorry about my friend, said Roosevelt. I will, said Carver, walking into the house. Roosevelt stands up, then walks away. Carver, Dexter and Kelly are yelling. Both Garrett and Mercedes appear in the doorway of the kitchen. All three stop arguing. Is everything all right? Asked Garrett. No, it's not. Apparently your friend Marshall tried rapping my daughter, said Dexter. What? Marshall wouldn't do something like that, said Mercedes. Are you calling me a liar? Asked Kelly. Yeah, said Mercedes. Mercedes, hang on. We're in the man's home. We just can't go off and say what we want. Now, we'll find Marshall and try to clear this up. That's the only way we get to the bottom of this, said Garrett. Sounds reasonable, said Dexter. But Daddy, said Kelly. Princess, we need to hear both sides of the story. Can you go find your friend? Asked Dexter. Sure can, come on. Mercedes, said Garrett. All three walk away. They're getting suspicious, said Carver. Looks like we need to do dinner earlier than we though, said Dexter, nodding his head. Footsteps are walking. Garrett, do you really think Marshall raped her? You know what kind of man Marshall is, said Mercedes. I don't think Marshall did rape her, but I have a feeling something else might have happened, said Garrett. Like what? Asked Mercedes. That's what I want to find out, said Garrett. Both Garrett and Mercedes are walking faster. Both Domingo and Lonnie appear laying in the grass. That was wonderful, said Lonnie. Yeah, it was. You know, you're so beautiful, said Domingo. Oh, that's the drugs talking, said Lonnie. I know. Ain't that awkward? Asked Domingo. Lonnie nudges Domingo. Domingo lays on top of Lonnie. Oh, please, not again. I need to get my strength back, said Lonnie. I just want to give you a kiss, said Domingo, kissing Lonnie. That was... Oh my God, said Lonnie. Harris appears standing over both Domingo and Lonnie. I know, right, said Domingo. Harris is holding a sledgehammer, then swings it. The sledgehammer hits Domingo in the back of his head. Blood splatters onto Lonnie. Lonnie pushes Domingo's body off herself, stands up, then runs. Run, little piglet, said Harris, chasing Lonnie. Lonnie runs around the side of the house, onto the porch, then bangs onto the back door. Help me, please, said Lonnie. Harris is running towards Lonnie. The back door of the house opens. Hurry, get inside. Lonnie runs into the house. The back door shuts. Don't worry. He won't get in here this way, said Dexter. Oh, thank you so much, said Lonnie, hugging Dexter. Let's get you some clothes. Upstairs, go, said Dexter. Lonnie runs upstairs. Hey, over here. You'll be safe, said Kelly. Lonnie runs into a bedroom. The bedroom door shuts, then locks. Oh, thank God. My boyfriend is dead. Oh, he was killed by some hideous man wearing a pig mask, said Lonnie. It's all right. We're here for you. You're safe, said Kelly. The cabinet door slowly opens. Carver appears, then slowly walks towards Lonnie. Lonnie's hair gets pulled back. A knife cuts Lonnie's throat. Lonnie gasps, then falls onto the bedroom floor. 3 to go, said Kelly. Footsteps are walking. The barn appears. Roosevelt is looking around. Hello, guys. Where are you? The barn door slowly opens. Guys, asked Roosevelt, walking into the barn. Footsteps are running. Both Garrett and Mercedes are looking around. And Quat, Domingo, and Quat, Lonnie, and Quat, Marshall, and Quat, Roosevelt, and Quat. Jesus, where are they? Asked Garrett. The barn door slowly opens. Both Garrett and Mercedes slowly walk towards the barn door. Roosevelt walks out of the barn, then gets startled. Jesus, what the hell are you doing? Asked Roosevelt. Have you seen Marshall, Domingo, or Lonnie? Asked Mercedes. No, I was just looking for them, Kelly said. And Quat, Marshall raped her, and Quat, said Roosevelt. I think that was a lie. I just have this feeling, said Garrett. A banging sound in the distance. What the hell is that? Asked Roosevelt. All three are walking around the barn, then gasping. Domingo's body appears hanging from the side of the barn. Oh my God, said Mercedes. Let's get the hell out of here, said Garrett. All three turn around. Harris swings the sledgehammer. All three duck. The sledgehammer goes into the side of the barn wall. Harris squeals like a pig. I would run if I was you, said Harris. All three start running. The sledgehammer gets pulled out of the barn wall. Harris starts chasing all three of them. What are we gonna do? Asked Mercedes. Just keep running, said Garrett. All three continue running then. Stop. Both Carver and Dexter appear holding knives. Why are you doing this? Asked Roosevelt. Because it's a family tradition, and everyone knows how important traditions are, said Carver. But we gave you a ride home. You said, and quote, your car ran out of gas. So you walked home to see your family for Thanksgiving, and quote, said Mercedes. Yeah, here's the thing about us Carvers. We lie to get away with whatever we want. Plus anyway, I never actually had a car. It was all just a ruse. Just to get a nice cooked meal for Thanksgiving, said Carver. And I really have to say, that pretty little thing there looks mighty delicious, said Dexter, licking his lips. Guys, I think we should run, said Garrett. All three turn around. Roosevelt gasps, then looks down at a knife in his stomach. Roosevelt, said Garrett. Garrett, come on, said Mercedes. Nice work with him, honey. Now, let's get those two, said Dexter. Both Garrett and Mercedes are running, then stopping. Jesus, what a bunch of hicks, said Garrett. I know, Garrett, I see the road. Come on, said Mercedes. Both Garrett and Mercedes continue running, then get to the road. Which way? Asked Garrett. I don't know, said Mercedes. A rumbling sound in the distance. A truck appears in the distance. Mercedes, look, said Garrett. Oh my God, we're saved, said Mercedes, waving. Cheering in the distance. Oh my God, it's them. Run, Mercedes, said Garrett. Both Garrett and Mercedes are running. Harris tackles Garrett onto the road. Garrett, said Mercedes. Just keep running. Go, Mercedes, said Garrett. Mercedes continues running. Both Garrett and Harris stand up. Garrett kicks Harris in his testicles. Harris groans, then falls onto the ground. Yeah, who's the bitch now? Asked Garrett, being hit by the truck. The truck stops, drives backward, then runs over Garrett again. Carver is cheering. Yeah, that's why it's called roadkill. Come on up here, Harris, said Carver. Harris climbs into the truck. Bed. Let's go. Daddy, said Kelly. The truck drives away. Mercedes continues running, trips onto the road, then starts crying. The rumbling sound in the distance continues. Mercedes looks up, then sees the truck approaching. No, please, don't let them kill me, said Mercedes, standing up, then running into a field. She's going into the field. There's nowhere to go, said Carver. The truck drives into the field. Mercedes continues running, then trips. Oh, she fell. Run her over, Daddy, said Kelly. Will do, sweetheart, said Dexter, stepping onto the gas pedal. The truck drives past. All four are cheering. Yeah, let's go pick up our meal ticket, said Carver. The truck approaches, then stops. All four are getting out of the truck. Wait, I thought she was right here. Here's our tracks, said Dexter. Damn it. It's this stupid high grass. Spread out. Maybe we can find her, said Carver. All four are slowly walking around the field of tall grass. Where are you? Asked Dexter, looking around. Mercedes appears laying in the field of tall grass, slowly peeks up, then sees the truck in the distance. All four continue walking around the field of the tall grass. Mercedes slowly crawls towards the truck, stands up, then gets into the driver's seat. The driver door slams shut. All four look up at the truck. No, she's in the truck. Stop her. The truck is stalling, then starts. Carver appears in front of the truck. Get out of the truck, now, said Carver. Fuck you, said Mercedes, stepping onto the gas pedal. The truck drives forwards, then runs Carver over. And quat, Carver, and quat, yelled Dexter. The truck drives away. Carver coughing up blood. Dad, it hurts. It hurts so badly, said Carver. I know, my son. You'll be fine. Just hang in there, said Dexter. She's getting away. Daddy, said Kelly. Not the first one trying to, but hopefully the last one. Though, said Dexter, looking at Kelly. The truck continues driving. Mercedes is laughing. I made it. I actually made it. Oh God, thank you. Harris appears standing up in the truck bed. A banging sound comes from the truck bed. Mercedes looks into the rearview mirror, then sees Harris's legs. Oh my God. The driver window smashes. Harris tries grabbing Mercedes's head. Mercedes tries ducking. Down. Please, not this way. Please God, no. Harris continues reaching for Mercedes. Mercedes turns the steering wheel. The truck drives off of the road, then starts shaking. Mercedes looks, then sees a tree. Fine. You want me? You'll have me, said Mercedes, stepping onto the gas pedal. The truck speeds up. Harris looks up, then sees a tree. The truck crashes into the tree. Mercedes groans, then opens her eyes. Tree branches appear through the windshield of the truck. The driver door opens. Mercedes falls onto the ground, slowly crawls, then stops. A figure is slowly moving in the background. Mercedes slowly stands up. A snapping sound comes from behind Mercedes. Mercedes turns around. Harris appears with a tree branch stuck through his stomach, then tries grabbing Mercedes. Mercedes crawls backwards on the ground. Harris is getting closer to Mercedes. Mercedes kicks Harris's left knee. Harris falls onto the ground. The branch goes all the way through Harris's body. Harris gasps, then goes limp. Mercedes sighs, stands up, then turns around. A knife goes into Mercedes's chest. Mercedes gasps, then falls to the ground. Both Dexter and Kelly appear standing over Mercedes. Kelly wipes the blood off of the knife. That's my daughter, said Dexter, kissing the side of Kelly's head. The house appears. Plates of food appear on the table. Both Dexter and Kelly are sitting at the table. Happy Thanksgiving, Daddy, said Kelly. Happy Thanksgiving, Princess. Can you pass me an arm? Asked Dexter. Sure thing, Daddy, said Kelly, handing a plate. Both Dexter and Kelly start eating. Yummy food this year, said Kelly. Yeah, just wait until next year, said Dexter. Both Dexter and Kelly start laughing. The end.